Hi, I'm Kachi, and you are welcome to the community.
Looking at my friend's Instagram story, and then I saw that you were in the studio, and I was like, oh my gosh, Nadia is here. Please get me an interview with her, because there's just so much about you that. So I'm a culture journalist primarily. That's what I do for a living. I dabble into entertainment, arts, and culture. I travel around interviewing people like yourself.
Nice.
So when I see someone who has something intriguing about them, I'm drawn to them.
Okay.
But I've never been to South Africa.
You've never been?
I've never been.
How's that possible?
Guess what? I just got my visa.
Okay.
So I'm planning to go maybe like in May or June. Because
Yeah.
I've heard so much about it.
Yeah.
But again,
wait, Johannesburg, Cape Town.
Johannesburg.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. No, definitely.
Is that it?
It's different vibes. So Johannesburg would be Lagos and Cape Town would be Abuja.
100% Johannesburg.
Okay.
100%. 100%
Okay.
Johannesburg. Because I want to go where the fun is. I want to go where, like, you know, the really nice sky and the water and everything.
That's Cape Town. Because Johannesburg is a landlocked city. So
okay, so I'm a creative, right? I want to go where the artists are as well.
So
the
artists
chill time.
So the artists, like the musicians, are mainly in Johannesburg, and most of the clubs are mainly in Johannesburg, and Pretoria is like nearby. Cape Town has clubs, but the nightlife is in Johannesburg. But Cape Town has the scenery, so like the ocean, the mountains. It's beautiful. Like everything is just gorgeous. That's where like the creatives of like the models and most of our magazine covers editors are there. Our fashion houses are in Cape Town. But Joburg is like the city of gold, so that's where you come to make money.
Exactly. Yeah. That's where I want to be.
Yeah.
So I'm an Igbo girl, and that's what we like.
So Johannesburg would be the place. Because that's where everyone that's anybody is in Johannesburg.
So is that where you live?
Yes.
Amazing. How long have you lived there?
All my life, born and bred.
Cheers.
Born and bred. Cheers.
Amazing. So for music, how much of your life has been dedicated to that?
Music?
Yeah.
My whole life.
Oh, is it?
Everything. Music is the main thing. I mean, I've done other things. Things have pivoted from there. I mean, I've got a makeup brand called Naked Without. I've got a mobile app with a cellular company in South Africa called Bragga World. I've got a reality show on MTV Base. I've got the one that's on Netflix. But everything is derived from the music, which is the main thing. People knew me from music. That's how I started. That's how Nadia Nakai Bragga came about. I have a fashion range that I had in stores called Bragga as well, but everything is from that.
What is Bragga?
Bragga is my alias. It's my Sasha Fierce.
Oh, I get it.
It's like
I've heard that a lot, but so Braggacy is your life, who you are.
So Braggacy is my fan base.
Oh, I see.
Braggacy, so it's so complicated to explain it, but like I've got this fan base that really held me down during the tougher times of my life, like the past 2 years, and they created this Instagram page, and they would post like such amazing things that would make me smile a lot. And I realized, okay, so this fan page is people that are following that page are people that genuinely love and care about me. And I wanted to make an album to celebrate them, to be like, you guys really were there. You guys were really amazing. You guys were not unseen. I saw everything. I appreciate it. I love you guys. So this album is a dedication to my fan base, the Braggacy.
What does that mean? Like, what does looking out for you mean for you?
Sending really sweet messages, saying that they're praying for me, saying that they're thinking about me. When I'm at the airport, coming to me, just want to give me a hug and tagging me.
Do you accept that?
I do.
Like, oh, is it? So you're approachable.
I am approachable, but a lot of people think I'm not, which is the funny thing. I think I've got a frozen bitch face or something. But like, I'm so approachable. And if you're coming to me respectfully, like I enjoy those moments when someone comes and just says, babe, we love you. Even like at the till, they'll be fighting for me to be at their till so they can just tell me how much they love me and how their kids love me and how their mom loves me. And that made me feel so special during a time where it seemed very dark. You know, it seemed very like there's no way out. And so that was just amazing, and I really loved them for that.
You know, going through a dark time in the I don't know what that is like. So you're seeing a lot of the art here.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. So this started like a month ago.
Is this you?
This is me.
Did you make those?
I did.
Wow.
I did.
And you only started a month ago?
I only started a month ago. I went through something incredibly traumatic.
Really? I'm so sorry.
And I had to find a way to express. And I just went out and I just got a paintbrush and I got a canvas and I started just expressing how I felt. But I was doing that behind the four walls of this apartment by myself. So for you who's had to do that and share yourself with the public. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. How did you manage that? Because people could see you and people could feel you and people could share in your emotion.
Yeah.
How did you manage that?
It's so hard to even answer because I was on like autopilot. Like there wasn't an actual thing, like a thought process that said, I'm going to handle this like this. I kind of just went with every moment as every moment came.
Yeah.
But handling everything else, I just put it into the music. So the same way that you put it into your painting, I put it into this album. So I literally like started working on this project like almost immediately. Almost immediately. It's like, that's why the project for me has evolved so much, because at the beginning, it was a tribute album. I was like, I'm going to tribute this to my late boyfriend. This is about him. And over the 2 years, as you do when you grieve, you evolve, you know, like you really sad, then you question, then you're angry, and then you feel sorry for yourself, and then you find your place in this world as the new version of you and what that looks like. So this album started as a tribute at the beginning, but then as I worked on the music, I realized, no, it's not a tribute album. It's actually a healing album. The album's not actually about him. It's actually about me and how I've been able to overcome and figure out who the new Nadia is as a person and what that looks like. So that's why it did. Like but I was also, it scared me. Now realizing that it's a new Nadia, the whole time I was just trying to get back to the old Nadia, you know, like who I was before the trauma.
I know, because sometimes you can see pictures of yourself from that time.
Yeah.
And you're looking at it and you're like, I don't recognize this person.
Yeah.
Did you have moments like that?
Yeah, and I wanted to be that person so bad.
Yes.
I wanted to go back to who this person, because this person was so happy and there was no issues in their life before this trauma, and I want to be that. And then I realized, no, I'm a total different person. I'll never be able to be that person again. Which sucks, because I like that person. And I didn't ask for me to change.
I agree. I think it's the lack of permission that gets me. I'm like, did you even ask me if I like the way I was then?
Exactly.
So I totally understand that. But guess what? I've learned that in a way, grief changes you, and it could change you for better or worse, depending on how you choose to express it. And it also now brings in mental health. Someone told me that a lot of times we look at mental health from the perspective of being fragile. Like, I don't want this to affect my mental health. Whereas we're supposed to train our mental health to be strong. So with regards to what you did to train yourself, would you say you were shielding yourself to protect your mental health, or you were in positions where you constantly were training yourself to be stronger and stronger every day?
Yo, that means there was intent. If you're training yourself, that means you're intending to teach yourself something.
Yeah.
I had no intent. I was floating. Like I was just in the air most of the time.
You said that in the music.
Yeah. Like I couldn't find my grounding. I didn't know what it looked like. I don't know. That's when people say, like, how do you heal? There's no formula to it. There's no, okay, do this and go to therapy and then paint paintings and make music and then sleep at 6 and then wake up and have good food. No, there's no, I didn't train myself for any of the things that I went through. And I didn't train during it either. I just hoped that I had to just continue and hope that I was able to see the other side, like get to the other side of where my memories don't make me cry anymore, they make me smile because I experienced them. I had to just wait, because that's why when they say time heals, it really does. There's no shortcuts to it. You just have to let the time, and you have to go through what you need to go through, and you still go through it, but the only way you'll be able to figure it out is when you wake up in the morning and you realize, oh, I feel better. Today is not such a bad day. And then you start having more of good days than bad days, and you start seeing more light than darkness. And you start actually enjoying waking up in the morning and not dreading it. So there's no formula to it. And that's why I feel like people that go through depression is a serious, serious thing, because you can't help it. There's nothing that you can say, they should have done this to stop depression. They should have done this or whatever. No, like that is a sickness where you can't get out of it and you never see the light and nothing makes you happy and you feel like, I'd rather not be here. That's not a choice. If it was a choice, then there'll be things to be able to eradicate depression.
Yes.
And there isn't, you know, so.
You know, I listen to you and I'm juxtaposing that with you saying that music has always been your entire life. So did you ever have like a goal, like to say, this is what will be the peak for me when, as an artist, like when I get to this point, I've made it. Have you ever had that?
Definitely, the goalpost always changes. Like when you start, it's like, I want my song to be on radio. I want to hear it on a frequency. And then it happens. And you're like, oh my gosh, I want to be on TV. I want them to score in a in a movie. I want to hear it on a TV ad. Oh my gosh, I want to perform an opening act for an international artist. Like the goalpost always changes, you know, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I want to release my album. I want to do my own tour. And so like right now at this point in the stage that I'm at, I actually don't know what I'm excited about anymore.
You're just enjoying the process.
I'm just enjoying the process. I don't have a goalpost anymore.
Are you an independent artist?
Yes.
So how does that work then, in the sense that music, from what I've learned from a lot of musicians, we see it every day.
Yeah.
Every other artist is saying, these are the struggles I'm going through, or you're leaving a record label and they're stressing you out about contracts and songs that you have unreleased, and you're under pressure. You have to succeed because that's the whole point of being a musician.
Yeah.
What is the whole point of being a musician for you? Because you don't seem to be part of this whole pressure society that a lot of musicians are currently going through right now.
Music is a passion of mine. I mean, it's completely changed my life. I mean, I was able to buy my house because of my music. Wow. And a lot of the times, especially in African culture, they're like, if you don't have a degree, which I do have, by the way. I was saying, like, if you don't have a degree and you're not working in corporate, then you're just a nonsense. Like, what is going on? So doing it through music and something that I enjoy is really the main thing. But it's stressful. It's very stressful, and it's very personal. Like, even with the album, my product is me. Like, what I'm selling is my thoughts, me, what I'm going through. So if you don't like it and critiques say this is bad, it's an emotional stab to my heart. It's because I can't separate myself from what I'm selling to you, you know, because it's music. So, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure of not being recognized by your peers, a lot of pressure if people are going to stream the album. I mean, the album reached 1 million streams in less than 2 weeks.
No, that's great.
It is great, but I was so scared that wasn't gonna happen. Like I was nervous. I was just like that. Even in shots in LA, I say like, can I still move them? I mean, it's been a while since I really moved them. I hope that I get down on my knees and I really want to prove this to them, that I can do this. Can I still have these people listen to my music and want to? You know,
I think they want to.
I'm glad they do.
If anything, the fact that, because people have different tastes. Some people listen to your music and they can relate to what you're saying. For instance, the first few songs on the album, they're more emotional.
Yeah.
You're talking about your expression. So I think, if anything, that's something that you can't really critique, because no one can tell you how to feel.
Yeah, but they'll critique on how you're telling this, because everyone feels like you should have rapped like this, and you should have had like, and people are like, oh, Nadia's album is like, I feel like she didn't put energy in the way she rapped. And I'm like, because I was writing letters, I wasn't rapping. Oh, there's no punchlines, because I wasn't doing punchline music. I was telling you how I'm feeling. It's not about what I rhyme with and what quirky, smart innuendo sentence I can create. It had nothing to do with that. I was literally telling you guys stories about what I've been going through, and I'm talking to you. I attacked this project with having to be able to speak to you. I wasn't trying to have quirky rap cadences that make you jump and stuff. It really wasn't that type of album. But obviously people have opinions and say this, and that, and then you're like, okay, guys, you're not listening to what actually I'm trying to say to you, you know? So there's always that. And I mean, it's a personal thing. It's just like, oh, guys, if you don't get it, then fuck y'all.
Let's go into other sides of what you've been up to. So reality television, what was that experience like for you?
So reality is very similar to what I do already, because I always say, like, you have to rap about real life. Like, you have to talk about what's going on in your real life. I'm not going to pretend I have a Bugatti when I don't have a Bugatti and I'm saying it in a song. So all my topic matters is reality. So when I went into the reality space, I felt like it was easy for me to do, because even every time I'm in front of camera, I'm myself. I'm not putting on a character. Like now, you're interviewing me. So I was used to the fact of being in front of camera and just being as authentic as possible, because that's what I've been doing my whole career, which was fun. It's a lot of drama. It's exposing.
It is.
It is exposing. But I feel like that's how I learned that viewers are not stupid. I realized they can see through the TV screen if something's not real, something doesn't make sense, there's something that's not connecting, which I thought was really cool, that I really never experienced before.
Do you think there were things that people thought with regards to your personality were not real?
No, I never got any of that. I think the only thing the feedback that I got that I didn't agree with was, there were things that I didn't agree with was, oh, she burst out at Annie because she was grieving. No, it had nothing to do with my grief.
I heard
Yeah.
that. I heard that a lot as well. But can I tell you what I thought about that? I didn't think it was because you were grieving. I thought it was maybe you're going through your own thing, and you're going through it in your own space, but you're coming to see me, you're not projecting and saying, oh, well, listen, because I'm going through this, I'm going to just throw this on the floor and break it, and you have to understand.
Yeah.
That's the perspective I saw it from. Was that what it was for you?
100%. That's why I said, like, hurt people. And I don't walk in destruction even though I'm in pain and I'm going through the most, because some people do use that as an excuse for bad behavior. Yeah, you should understand that I punch you right now because
I'm going through something.
No, it's like an abusive husband that hits you and says, oh, but babe, come on, like I go through things. No, you hit me, doll. You hit me. It's not fine.
Yeah.
And that's not okay. And that's not okay. So it was 100% from that perspective. And I was expressing that, and I thought, like, they would, not just her, that they would all understand that I could be doing the same thing she's doing, but I'm not. So why isn't she doing the same thing I'm doing?
Do you think it's a strength thing? Do you think that different people, because I've heard people say, oh, well, you know better. You're stronger.
That's not cool. And black women, that's all we get. So now both black people now want us to be stronger than the other, and we're freaking black people together. Black women.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, no. I don't think it's an excuse. I think some people know how to use sympathy as a currency to get what they want.
Yes.
And I don't respect that. I respect strength when you really are showing your strength and not hurting people, taking advantage of people, manipulating people, because you are going through things because of the decisions you made. No one forced you. No one said this is the hill you need to die on. You decided that that's what you want to do. How long must people try to save you, doll? And then I must get burnt when I'm trying to save you. My God, give me a break.
But let's talk about that. You are a deep friend, Nadia.
Yeah.
I feel like when it comes to friendships, you are like, there was something you said that stuck with me forever. I can't be friends with stupid people.
Yeah, I love that. I really can't.
I put on a t-shirt. I'm like, listen, because it took me a while to accept that, because sometimes I can be that friend that doesn't want to listen.
Yeah.
I could be that friend that is like, no, I'm going to see the fire and just walk straight into it.
Yeah.
And with my sisters, they're always like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
But I feel like you're the friend that is like, listen, if you're going to keep doing that, I can't be friends with you anymore. Why is it that deep for you?
It's that deep for me because I really love my friends and love the people that make me feel whole. And I want to save you guys from doing dumb things, and I can't be friends with dumb people because you're putting me through hell. Yeah. Because now I have to go to war for you. And what if you're actually just being stupid? Like, why am I going to war?
You know that thing they say that, when your friend is in trouble, even if they're wrong, you fight with them on the outside, and then you go inside and say, don't do that again.
Yes.
Do you subscribe to that?
I do subscribe to that. Like, we'll fight, and then I'm like, girl, you were tripping. You were tripping. But I'll never be the person that says, oh, babes, you were wrong and you're going to have to deal with this by yourself. I'll go to war with you. And I'll go to war. And the funny thing about it is, like, if my friend is dumb, I actually am even more protective now. I'm even more going to war for you, because now I feel like, oh my God, they're taking advantage of you and I'm not going to let it happen. You don't know better. So then it becomes actually such a serious problem, because now if I'm friends with dumb people, I'm putting myself in situations that I shouldn't be in.
Yeah, I feel like
and
you're
I will,
person.
Yeah.
So if looking at, because the whole reality show, I think, was incredibly fun. We got to see so many different sides to you. I love the relationship you have with Kachi.
Oh, yes.
I think that scene where she didn't say anything. She walked into your apartment and just hugged you. That for me was like the definition of just, I can feel you without even having to speak to you. And that was a really beautiful scene. Would you say that process also helped you in the sense that you got to really just be who you are without having to hide up anything? Because she said a lot. She talked about how, you're hardly going out, but obviously with the show, you had to do things. So would you say that show was also part of your healing process?
No. Definitely not. Purely, maybe, maybe a little bit in a sense of distractions.
Okay.
Yes, I think in a sense of I had something to focus on that wasn't this traumatic thing that was going on with me. yes, in that sense, but I don't think the reality show was a healing moment. Kanye is a healing moment for me. Like her.
That is a deep
yeah.
statement. Kanye is a healing moment.
Yes. And it was even more than that scene because Kanye and I were all like during everything, I was talking to Kanye, like, because she's based in Dubai, so she wasn't there. But I mean, like, that wasn't the first and last time I spoke to her. That was the first time I'd seen her because she had been in Dubai. So that's why that emotion was so real because I hadn't seen her.
Yeah.
But I felt her presence over the phone and when I was talking to her. And that's why she could say things like, the day that I see Nadia cooking again, the day that I see Nadia TikToking again. I didn't understand what she meant when she said that because I was just like, girl, I am TikToking, but she can tell the difference of this TikTok is a girl that's better.
What does it take to be that type of friend though?
She's so like she's in touch with, like, she's an empath. So she can tell. Like, even that's why I think in season 3, I was a little bit more out of the pockets.
Yeah.
Not just because of her not being there, and also because of I just didn't give a fuck anymore. But like in season 2, she could tell before I was about to blow up and she would like contain me.
Yeah.
She's like, girl, let's leave. And I'm about to say, what? So she's an empath. I think she can sense like emotions of the people around her and she can read people very well, and that helps in a sense. So she could read me over the phone. Like, she could read me and be like, this girl's not fine still, you know, which I think is amazing.
But how are you now?
I'm good. I mean, I have different issues that
which is normal. Like, we all have issues.
Yeah.
We really do. And I think that listening to you speak, you know, I can hear your it's not about, I don't think healing is a destination. I think it's a journey.
Yeah.
And it just evolves. Like you said, shifting the goalposts. There would always be something, but there would always be a different way we deal with it. Now, with regards to everything going on social media, you know, do you have any feelings towards Annie, in the sense that, do you feel like, you know, you want to hug her? Do you feel like you want to, you know, because the show and real life, people struggle to find the difference, to say, okay, are they even friends? Does Nadia even care about this person? Because the last thing people saw was Nadia expressing that this is not okay, which I don't see a problem with. Like you rightly said, people thinking, oh, you're just saying that because you were grieving. So off the back of the show, this is real life. How do you feel about her?
I'm sympathetic to her situation. I don't think I'd necessarily want to give her a hug because I don't think she wants to change her situation, even in the current climate that's happening right now. I don't see it because I don't think this is the worst that's happened. I don't know what's going on in her life, but I feel like that's the hill she's chosen to stick beside. And like I said, when I love people, I'm not trying to see you do your destruction. Like, I'd rather try saving. If I can't help you or make you understand or make you like, babe, please help yourself, get out or whatever, I'd rather just keep my distance. So I'm empathetic, sympathetic to the situation that she's in. No woman deserves that. But I still feel like she will still go to war for that man. And if that's how you are, to her, maybe. I don't know. And I don't want to know. I don't want to know what's going on and how you feel and how he feels. And I really don't want to know. Because imagine me actually being her friend. It would chip away at my soul every time I'm around you. Like, how I'm so happy that I don't love her. You know, I'm so happy I can detach myself. Like,
if you loved her, then that would mean that you were immersed in the situation. And that would mean your emotion is equally immersed in it. And you have to live and deal with it
every day, constantly. I would want to fight him, you know what I mean? And then I'd probably fight him and then she would probably hate me and tell me off. You know what I mean?
I understand what you mean.
It's like at a club when a girl's being beat up outside and then you, the good Samaritan, you try to help her.
And then you just get punched in the face.
By her, because she's beating up her boyfriend who's beating you up. You know what I mean? Now you're getting into a situation where she's messing you up because don't hit my man. Your man's hitting you.
Exactly. I'm trying to protect you.
I'm trying to protect you. I'm happy I don't love her. Honestly, I really am happy I don't, because imagine what my heart would be going through right now. So,
but you are an empath as well. I think you soak up emotion.
I do. I do so. Yeah, I do so. And in such a messed up way, because if someone is weird, I overthink a lot. It'll be like, oh my gosh, they're so weird. Oh my God, they don't like me. Why?
No.
I get like that. I do. I'm like, oh my God.
You never had issues with anybody else. That's what I'd say. You never did. And I think it's incredible that you managed to not have issues with anyone else, because you were always the defender and fighting for this person and fighting for that person and saying, you know what, I'm leaving. At some point, I felt like it's going to be hard to be your friend.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
You have to behave. Let me put it that way. I feel like if I were your friend, I have to just behave.
Behave in what sense? What do you mean?
Like, there's certain things I cannot do. Like, for instance, I can't just say, well, you know, because if you saw my man cheating on me, you would tell me.
Yes.
You would 100% say, listen,
girl.
And if I said, okay, well, okay, sure, you wouldn't understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? If I came to you to say, you know what, Nadia, I'm a bit sad. My man is behaving weird. You look at me like, but I just told you.
Yeah. That nigga trash.
So that's the problem.
I know.
Do you feel like sometimes we want to just sit in our delusion? Sometimes we just want something so perfect that we would rather just believe that it is perfect even if it's not.
Even if it's not. I get that. I do get that, but I don't think that's behaving. I feel like I don't, you can misbehave.
Yeah.
That's fine. I just want you to respect yourself. That's it. And love yourself. But even if that is the situation where you cheat, your man cheats on you, and I see and I tell you and you decide to stay with the man, I will ride for you and your man. It's a thing of, when he's done, we're done. If you're on, we're on. Like, it is, and I will respect him as your man. I'll never make him feel messed up or like, oh, please don't even talk to me. I don't involve myself like that. I'm on the wave currency that you are on. If you're with this guy, you're with this guy. If you're not, off. You know what I mean? So that's why even when Fontana came and she said, no, I'm just trying to play nice because then I said, okay, I get it. Explain it to me. Like, explain it to me. Once you leave me in the dark and like act funny, I tell you this information, you act funny, and then you kind of ghost me, that's when I'll probably retaliate in a weird way. But you have to be able to tell me, like, no, Nadia, I'm back together with him because, babe, we've got kids and we've got this mortgage and we've got bond, and oh my God. And I'm like, and also I ain't trying to do no niggas because all of them cheat at and I'm like, girl, I get you. I'm just letting you know so you're not stupid or whatever. But I'll never say.
That. I really do. I feel like that's a beautiful friend. That's a good friend, quite honestly. Let's talk beauty. Okay. You're beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. You
Very
too.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
So with beauty, what area did you like? How expansive is it? Is it like skincare? Is it makeup? Is it everything in between?
So it's makeup at the moment. I do want to get into skincare, but I'm in the process of working on my skin. So once I get my skin correct, then I'll know what I want to get and do. But it's makeup. So I've got foundations, I've got concealers, I've got blush, setting powder, setting spray, body oil. Yeah. What else? Yes.
Being a woman, like, do you feel like it's important? Like, the importance of just, because you're doing everything, Nadia. If you think about it, really. So it all so you've done reality. You've been a presenter.
I have.
You've been a presenter.
Yeah.
Now there's obviously the music, which is a huge part of your life. There's the business side to you, which is obviously your makeup brand. You've done reality TV. You're putting your hand everywhere.
Yeah.
Some people might say, oh, she's multi-talented.
Yeah.
But is that what you'd owe it to? Or is it just the need to say, listen, as a woman, you just need to try everything?
So I don't think as a woman you need to try everything, but opportunities just came my way from like presenting was an opportunity that came my way, and I felt like, like I said, I studied marketing, media studies, and communications. So media studies is one main part of things. So being in the media in all aspects of that is something that entices me and intrigues me. So I presented a couple shows and I enjoyed it, but I feel like as long as it's in the entertainment industry, I'm about it. I'm really about it. If it's in that space, the only thing I probably wouldn't do is MC events and
really,
yeah, I don't know.
No, I feel like that's coming though. That's gonna come.
I don't think so. I don't know. Like, I'm not naturally good with that. I don't know. Like, I think I can work with like a script situation, but like where you have to really improv and say things, it's a bit strange. Yeah,
okay,
for me. Yeah.
Women's Month. Oh, geez, I feel like you could write your entire album is a message to women, if you ask me. But
Thank you.
what would you say to women right now? Like, what's your go-to message right now to women?
So the album is inspired by women.
Yeah.
Winnie Mandela is somebody that I felt like really I don't know, she was just like a floating thought in my head.
Yeah.
And the reason why was because I felt like she was so resilient in what she was fighting for.
Yeah.
Yes, people say things and whatever, but at the end of the day, her resilience was powerful. And I feel like as women, no matter what industry or genre, we are all resilient. I was resilient the past couple of years to persevere and get to a place. And it's celebrating the resilience of women. And it's okay to have bad days. It's okay to take a knock or beats, but we will get back up and we will continue to thrive. So,
Nadia, never stop making music.
Thank you.
I'm just going to say that because listening to this evening, I put that on and I'm like, I'm going to listen to it. And I actually enjoyed it.
Really?
And it was nice to hear the things you were saying. Like I said, I understand the commercial sides to music making.
Yeah.
It's very important, but sometimes people just want to hear you talk to them. And maybe it might not be the most commercial thing for some people because it's not like, plus you do have that in the album, if we're being fair. You have a lot of songs that are like proper club bangers, you know? But sometimes you just want to be spoken to in a soft voice, be relatable. Like there was a track you said something like my Friday mornings or my Friday evenings are just...
Yes, you never leave.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That particular track, for instance, is a very relatable track, and you can relate to anything. You can relate to losing a career, losing a person, losing something that you just hold really dear.
Exactly.
So that's why I'm like, you can never stop.
Okay.
So just keep doing it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
High five.
High five. I'm glad you liked it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
This was such a nice chit chat.
It really was. So easy.
I know. I like easy conversations. I hate interviews.
Yeah, really?
I hate them. I feel like I always pick
the people that
I speak to.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to talk to you, to be able to tell you, oh, listen, this is something crazy happened to me and I started painting.
Yeah.
And I can relate. But if I cannot relate, then it's just gossip to me.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, that's what it is. So it's like deep. I'm learning from you.
Okay.
I'm hearing the things you're saying. I'm having a better understanding of you because I follow your work. I've watched you. Yeah. So I have questions in my head where you've now given me clarity to certain things. Like, okay, when she said this or when she did that, this is why and this is what she was trying to do. So I like that.
Thank you.
How's Zari?
I don't know. Is she getting divorced? I'm so confused. I was Swanky and I was just like, what the hell is going on with him? It's like,
Swanky?
I haven't. He's not feeling well.
Oh, no.
So I've been talking to him every day, but I haven't seen him.
I wish you weren't leaving so soon.
Me too. I really wish I wasn't also.
There's so many events I would have just loved.
Taken,
100%. But you know what? When I am coming to South Africa,
please do hit us up.
I will hit you up.
We'll definitely host you and take you everywhere.
I cannot wait. Well, guys, that's a wrap. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Kachi, and you are welcome to the community.